Oh, for fuck's sake. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on what time of day you're watching this, or indeed whereabouts in the world you are. I'm MoD, this is Euro Truck Simulator 2, and it looks like because the game has updated to 1.14, our job has been cancelled. You know, we've just reached the mainland, so I assume that means we're in Birmingham. Truck knackered, out of fuel. Oh, thanks, game. Thanks a bunch. Actually, are we in Birmingham? Yes, we're in Birmingham. And we've got no money to repair our truck with, which is what we were counting on with that last job. Is there a fuel depot around here? It might be worth us buying this garage with a loan, just so we can actually... Oh, I don't know. Shut down for a minute, Till. I need to think, Also, I'm not feeling too well today, guys. That's why you got no face cam, because I look dreadful, and I don't want you guys to see the awful dreadfulness that is MoD. We've got uncovered all the UK, yay. Birmingham, we've got Sheffield, Liverpool. Oh, now we get a job to Grimsby. Thanks, game. We don't want Grimsby. Newcastle, Lille, Osnabrück. We want something that pays. 6 tons of reservoir tank to Ostrava. Excuse me, short of breath. Like I say, I'm really not feeling well. Oh, that one pays well. And it pays good mile. And it's only 11 ton? Tracks. Well, that's part of the DLC. Although I'm seeing no railway related items here. We'll take that one. Though at some point we do need to stop up and get fuel. So as I'm saying, I'm not feeling too well. Regular viewers of my channel will know that I unfortunately suffer from this dreadful condition known as irritable bowel syndrome, otherwise known as IBS, and I have been having the most dreadful bouts with it lately. Those you thinking are going to go into too much information, no, don't worry, I won't. I'm not that vile. All I will say is that my insides feel like they're twisting and turning and knotted up and everything, and it doesn't feel very good at all. Insides, downside. It's like from my stomach down. No, it doesn't feel very good. At any moment I could just pause the game and go, excuse me guys, I need to go to the loo, I need to be back in a bit. And there's 2 main triggers for my IBS. Dietary stuff such as gluten, dairy products. I do unfortunately have to be careful with my intake of food for those. And the other one is stress. And today at work I've been quite stressed out because I think a couple of the guys at work have got it in for me. They keep on reporting me for things that I'm not doing wrong. And it's doing my nutting because I think I'm going to get into trouble for something that isn't my fault. And I'm under the opinion someone's got it in for me, and I left work today very upset, shall we say, that someone does appear to have it in for me. Well, let me put it this way, I've been driving forklifts for, best part of 10 years or so. And someone's telling me I can't park, when you park your forklift truck, the tips of the forks are supposed to be touching the ground. And someone's trying to make out I've been parking them with the forks in the air, which is bullshit. Apparently I can't do pre-shift checks on the truck, which is again bullshit. If I remember rightly, at the last job I was the only person that did pre-shift checks on trucks, so that one could go fuck off. Yeah, that's from the DLC, that track. What's the other one they tried to have before? Going fast? No. When I have something, because I lift big heavy engines all the while, I can't go fast. Just the weight of the engine slows your truck down on its own. That and my lack of confidence with moving heavy items means I go slow anyway. What's the other one? We use diesel trucks, and apparently I just turn the trucks on and don't give them a chance for the glow plug to warm up. You're just supposed to turn it on, wait for the button to go out, wait for the light to go out, and then go that way. So yeah, like I say, MoD's not very impressed, and Yeah, he's just not very happy with work. He feels like there's a few people at work that have got it in for him, being mean, picking on him, etc, etc. I'll go away, red light. So it stressed him out to the point where his insides decided to go twisty, 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 and he's in a lot of pain and he's struggling to deal with it, if he's perfectly honest. Not in the best of moods. But he's cheered himself up. He hung out at Murtai tonight. Murtai's awesome. We like Murtai. Murtai's great. Especially when you got a frown, she can turn it upside down, for want of a better way of putting it. Yeah. Shoot, I was going to answer some questions, but then I realised I don't actually have any to answer from the last episode. Although when I was talking about we have C175 engines at work, Gaming Dude was correct in sorting me out. They are a class 67 that those engines will get fitted into, so thank you for that. It wouldn't be a 66 because the nickname for the class 66 is the Shed, and that's because they do look like a garden shed with the pointed roofs and everything. Very funny actually to see. If you see one, you'll be like, ah. And also you can tell because when you see the numbers on the side of these engines, the first 2 digits of the 5-digit number is the class model. Is the class number model thing, and all the 66s naturally start with 66, and a class 67s will start with, would you believe it, 67. As for let's bring it back to relevant stuff. Today is only going to be a short episode because I like to say I'm not feeling too good. I'm not feeling very well, but I feel compelled to give you guys something to watch, even if it's just to get the job underway. The next episode, I'll be happy to cover what we've got in 1.14 properly, and by that I mean pulling over and having a look in a garage to see what we can actually buy in terms of upgrades, because there's some new upgrades available, and they're definitely worth checking out. I suppose for the next episode, it also might be worth turning off the snow and the railway mods, and having a look at this other mod that Lewis asked us to take a look at. Fill the tank, fill the tank. This is also the last episode, if I remember rightly, the last episode before we record Ultra Hardcore over at Team Tuxedo. Ouch, we are now poor. £682. How are we looking for rest? 5 hours. We'll keep going for now. We'll keep going. Yeah. But yeah, Season 3 of Ultra Hardcore is being recorded this Saturday, and we are all undecided as to a time yet because 4040 decided at the last minute to say that he can't do early afternoon. He can only do from about 7 or 8 o'clock onwards, which I'm a bit worried about it being too late for our guys over in Europe. And Murtai is also quite unhappy with this time, as she is all over the place with sleeping patterns at the moment. 4040 should have mentioned something earlier, but that's besides the point. We are going to be recording Ultra Hardcore this Saturday. We're looking forward to it for some time, and the reason this one is so important compared to any other is because the winner gets the winner gets to blow up Haven. We're rigging it all up with bluestone. We're all rigging it up with redstone, and we are going to let the winner press the button that blows up Haven. It's going to be good fun, and then we'll reset the map, and we shall have a new normal vanilla world, and it will be good. It will be good. Thinking of Team Tuxedo, guys, I haven't had the chance to ask you yet because I've just wanted to just hide in a corner today. But the Strangelands guys, they're wondering if... Oh god. The Strangelands guys are wondering if you'd maybe be interested in getting a ship together to hang out on Guns of Icarus at some point. Oh god. Come on, Tildy. Come on. When the truck starts malfunctioning like that with the engine and it starts cutting out, I don't get steering. I can steer the steering wheel, but I just don't get much in the way of steering. But yeah, guys, at Team Tuxedo, the Strangeland guys are wondering if you want to maybe get a ship together. The Strangelands guys can maybe get 2 ships together, but they prefer a ship of them and a ship of us. And what do you reckon? I reckon we can get 4 of us together for a ship easily enough. Have some fun with the Strangelands guys. So yeah, it could be a good laugh, I think. I don't see why not. naturally I'd get to fly the Team Tuxedo, because, you know, my boys, my guys. Although the only thing I could see wrong with that is 8 people in one call, 2 ships. Fix my balloon. Which balloon? My balloon. But are you on my ship? No, I'm on my ship. But what about my balloon? No, your balloon's fine. No, but our balloon's fucked. No, our balloon isn't fucked. Ours is fucked. We'll go fix it. I'm not fixing it, it's fine. Ah! Yeah. You know what I mean? Come on, Tildy. Not long now. At least it hasn't taken our miles off us, and what we've done. It's 36,000. 36,000 still. Okay, I'm happy with that. Ish. Excuse me. Yeah. Like I say, not feeling too good. The pain is at the point where it's leaving me a little bit short of breath. I've taken some ibuprofen to get it under control, but by and large, things do hurt quite badly. Yeah. I'm not going to leave this too much longer before I call it quits. So, like I said, I just wanted to give you guys something to watch and hopefully enjoy. This isn't going to be my best episode of Euro Truck by a while, but rather than taking a week off, we've had enough time off over the last few months, I think. What with computer failures and moving house and whatnot. It's either that or give you guys a blog, and like I said, I don't want to give you guys face cam today because I'm not feeling good and we need to slow down because we can't afford the penalty. Shame we're doing some good speed there. Ooh, I know what I can talk about actually that I can remember off the top of my head. The European Space Agency has made history today. Not NASA, not China, not India, Europe has made history by landing a probe on a comet. It's the first man-made item of any kind to land on a comet. And it feels kind of good, man. But there was obviously help from NASA and other countries, so it feels more like an international effort. And it does amaze me just how much the human race can do when we all put our minds towards a common cause. The greater good, as it were. Not that this is exactly something you could claim is the greater good. I mean, this is just a quest for knowledge at the moment. At this moment in time, landing something the size of a washing machine, which is how big this probe is, landing something the size of a washing machine onto a 4-kilometre wide ice mountain, which is what the comet is, isn't really going to do much good for us in terms of science right now, but the knowledge we glean now can help us down the road with whatever aspirations we may have with regards to colonization of other worlds, maybe even finding resources on comets to help keep our planet alive. Who knows? There's a common theory that a comet hit our planet and it was so big and so vast and so filled with ice that all of the water came from this one comet. It's not a theory I subscribe to myself, but it's plausible, just about. Slow down, Tildy. I mean, I believe in the theory that a giant comet or meteorite of some sort hit our planet. I mean, and hit it with such force that it left a great big gouge in one of the oceans. I think it's the Pacific in question that the great big trench is. It just happens to be sort of skull-shaped for a comet. Like a comet may have skimmed the planet, dug this hole, kicked up such amount of shit into the air that cold-blooded animals like dinosaurs died, but warm-blooded stuff like mammals survived. That's plausible to me. That theory makes sense. It's believable. If you believe such things as these. But yeah, they've launched a probe from its mothership. I think the mothership thing was the size of a small family hatchback. The probe itself was the size of a washing machine. And they've got it onto the side of a mountain. They've travelled, I think it's 30 million miles or something ridiculous like that. I would bring up my phone to have a look on Twitter, but I'm feeling lazy right now. I really am feeling lazy. But they've travelled some distance, and they've managed to rendezvous with this comet using 10-year-old technology. And bear in mind how much technology has actually advanced in the last 10 years. I mean, 10 years ago, we didn't even have smartphones, for fuck's sake. That's how far we've come in the last 10 years. And now... Oh, speed limit's gone. As in, the average speed camera's gone. And now we've got all our technology, and they're doing this with 10-year-old... Excuse me. 10-year-old technology. When did our trailer take damage? Oh, when we hit the barrier before, I imagine. Yeah, that'll be it. And they have to have most of the landing process automated, because it takes half an hour for radio signals to travel from us to the mothership craft, and half hour for a signal to come back again. So they can't really manually land on the on the comet, because by the time they see the comet and they go, right, reverse thrusters, it's too late. They've face planted the thing and the project's all over. So they've had to automate it to a degree with some sort of sophisticated programming and sensing equipment and whatnot. And initially the thrusters to keep the thing anchored to the comet failed, and then the harpoons that they had to keep the probe anchored to the comet failed. Did I say planet? I meant comet. Oh, why am I even mentioning this here, you ask? I'm a great big sci-fi fan, you know, and I like to play science fiction type games. I mean, you've seen I've got Kerbal on my channel. So when the chance comes for some actual science fact comes up on my Twitter, by the way, Twitter @_mod1982. Oh shit, it's 60. Why did I slow down? Yeah, when I get the chance for some actual science fact, I've seen the pictures and they're a bit pixelated, but when you bear in mind what cameras used to be like of mobile technology about 10 years ago, I think the pictures are okay. Now imagine sending a modern iPhone or Nexus 5 into space now, and it somehow survived 10 years with excuse me, and it somehow survived a 10-year trip to a comet. I think that would put out some pretty decent pictures itself, but you have to remember it has to be space-proof as well. So these pictures aren't brilliant, like I say, but fucking hell, they're pretty good. I've got no complaints. I think the pictures I've seen so far are from the mothership looking down at the probe, from the probe looking up at the mothership, and from the probe looking down on the comet from about 3 kilometers up in the air, and then from the bottom of the probe looking down on the comet a few seconds before impact. And what they're saying what's happened is that the comet impacted with the probe landed on the comet, bounced a little bit back up in the air, and then went back onto the comet. So it implies there is a degree of gravity there for the comet to stay attached to the probe, for the probe to stay attached to the comet. And I'm really forgetting which one's which between comet and probe, aren't I? So what I should do is at the next service station we get the chance to pull over at, I'm going to pull over and call this a video, because clearly I'm not in the right frame of mind for making videos today. That, and I'm a bit excited about this probe. European Space Agency. Well done, guys. Well done. Where is this next one anyway? Ah, dead ahead. So we haven't got too far to wait anyway. I would like to say sorry to everybody right now. Sorry this hasn't been the greatest of videos. I do like to entertain you all, and I hope that this hasn't been too big of a down for you guys, this particular video. Okay, the road's sort of... Where's the road anyway? Oh, back there. That doesn't look like it just... Never mind, Mod, never mind. It didn't even look like it turned into road, it just stopped from my point of view. Probably because the lights are so... No, the lights make no difference. Oh god, see what I mean? It just sort of stops. There's no indication you've run out of road or anything. Apart from the slight dip there, which was what I was aiming for. At this rate, we're going to have no Matilda left by the time we get to our destination. Best rest up now. Come on! That'll do. Calling it there. Calling it there. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I've been Mod. This has been Matilda. Dream big. See you on Sunday for some more Euro Truck Simulator 2. Hopefully I'm better by then. And hopefully I've got some comments for you guys. From you guys to answer. I'm just going to roll over and die. Bye now.